if I carefully go through this my first tutorial, I told you how we created mail client. So mail client is just going to fetch the data, and if you are, this is very important part for the fetching the data. It's very small code, as you can see, and I'm using do post and do get method. As you can see, these are the override methods, and you can check here infer annotations available, everything you can check here. So this is related to mail client part, and why I created two methods here. Do get is just going to create a connection and getting the data, it's my dependency again, it's showing, and do post is to handle everything and request and response. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you what is the SMTP part here. So hope you can see this. So SMTP is basically simple mail transfer protocol. In the world of internet, if you have seen, there are a lot of many protocols for chatting, then normal web surfing also. If you are looking at HTTP on your URL also, there is HTTP and HTTPS. So these are also protocols while doing or providing information on the network. So these are related to the networking protocols, but let me go to the deep into this little bit. So what is the protocol? It's just like a standard thing. If you have seen, there are a lot of applications on the available on the internet. Like nowadays we can call through an internet also, which is basically VoIP, voice through internet protocol. So there is voice also, but for that purpose you cannot use one single stream for that. So to maintain the, what we can say, logic behind this, then maintain the ethics of internet and everything, protocols are made. So protocol is nothing but there are a set of rules, there are a set of layers, there are like header files, everything are mentioned already in the protocols. So I'm not going to going to the theory part of this. I'm going with our context also, with project context all. So every email application available on the internet uses SMTP. So there are SMTP servers available on the internet also. SMTP server is basically just transferring the mail, simple mail transfer protocol. So these are servers which is providing the SMTP function over the internet. So Gmail is we can use for that purpose, which having some SMTP ports and SMTP address. Similarly, you can use any other SMTP thing. Free services also available, you can use that. So it's a program used to sending message from one computer user based email to another address. So email, if you know the email address are specified, you can go through that part also. But remember, while sending email, it's not like sending one email service to another email service. You can send email from Gmail service to Yahoo Mail also, or you can check for Outlook Mail to Gmail also. You can send from anywhere. Similarly, for that purpose, we need one email or SMTP server. So it provides mail exchange between users from same or different computers. It also supports. So sometimes you can see, you can send your own mail also. There's nothing more complicated in that part. So you can send single message, you can send text, voice, video, graphics. Here I am considering only text only because we are going to create application for video, voice and graphics also. We need to handle that files and everything. So it's moving to more complex part for that purpose. So instead of this, I'm mostly focused on text because we can handle strings easily in Java. It can also message on networks outside of the internet also. If now consider here internet as a LAN portal, local area network. You're, instead of putting on local area network, you can send to other people also. So this is just short thing here. User A, user B, both are using mailing systems. So user A, this is user A mailing system, MTA is just mail client. It will go to the internet, this mail gateway it will use, and it will go to the another system. So how this SMTP works actually I'm telling. So this is all the things till this which is in the rectangular part are the SMTP ports, you can say. So SMTP works on the host and port method only. Host is basically address and everything, it's going to work. So what is our application is going to work here is very simple. JSP page or web view. Our server is going to publish our web view. our Java program, what is going to do is it is going to put that JSP pages also. It will ask for that text also. So let me do one thing. You can put this as this also. This is also correct thing here. Like it is going to go through this and it is going to do as here also. Now let me tell you this, what is this. So you cannot see like this also, it is going through the server only, it will handle the text fields. This Java programming is going to SMTP server, which is going to find the send mail to given, or you can use authentication fields also required their username and password to connect that SMTP. I'm using here Gmail service. So this is it about SMTP, how we are going to perform here. So if you understood this, let us move with our email application part. So we already created this, so I need to create email message here. So let me copy this thing. Let me copy this email message. And what I'm going to do is, in the email or mail package only, I'm going to create new class. So you can see here new. Let me create one Java. I already copied this part. Let me paste this email message in class. Hit enter. The default class will create for you. So let me move to the ID. Okay. So we created this, but we haven't mentioned anything here. So as you can, okay, let me open this. As soon as you created this, it is now showing you, but we haven't created set to this. All things are remaining here. So let me go with this. So what I needed is here private string. I needed some packages also. I needed, so I needed more things here. So let me add one here, one by one. To address, private string to, it's my first requirement. To message, and let me do one thing. Let me set to the null, and let me do one thing small, because I'm using here the case. Then what I needed is from address also, from address. So I'm going to mention here from address, but like for handling any purpose I need this from. Anyhow I'm going to put this as null. So why I'm mentioning null here, if I'm not mentioning null, it will assume as not null by default. So there may be some error cases or anything you can do. Then CC address, BCC address you can add here. I'm going to add it. So CC and BCC address. So let me do it fast. Like I'm not focusing on this part because this is carbon copy and rest this thing. Let me control D. Control D is just for the copying upper line. In IntelliJ IDEA, you can use that shortcut. So this is for string BCC and this address. Important thing is for message and everything here. Remember, for this purpose I need all the things here, which is basically subject and message part. Again it's private string subject is equal to null, and similarly for message. So now we are done with this. So but now we need to check whether the type message is HTML. If you are putting HTML or text, if you are using HTML, it will show the HTML page, as you know. So I need to do this. So let me put here text mail slash HTML mail. So for that purpose I need to specify 2-3 things here. So let me just copy these things because I don't want to focus on this. Okay, so we are done with this, but we are remaining with some. So let me tell you why I'm using static here, because these are the static things here: email, HTML message and everything. So these are very important things here. So let me add some methods here, which is basically string get to string to. So if, let me check whether it's, so let me check whether they are adding nice methods. Okay, now they are added. So let me tell you how the things are I added here, or otherwise you may get confused here. So let me tell you how I added here some things, these get to and everything. So let me just tell you what I did. So while I don't want to focus on get and set methods, what you can do in IntelliJ IDEA, press Alt and insert or your shortcut key on your keyboard. For me it's Alt and insert. You will get generate operator here. Go to getter and setter methods, press Ctrl and choose for these things. I need to specify for these things, all upper, not these things. Hit enter. Now you got all the things here. Now what you can do, you can change this according to your purpose, and what is you are going to use here, you can change it. So these are the get cc from methods, you can check. So you can change it according to your part. It's not compulsory, but if you want to change, you can change it here. So we are mentioned this, but we are remaining with set message type, set message and everything. Get message type also done. Okay, email utility is remaining. Let me tell you what is the email utility and that thing in the later part. So let us go through this, what is going to do here. Basically email message. So if you look at this part, this is set subject set and this is going to put here, but what is going to works here, like get to is for getting that, to is for putting in this to. Similarly get from this and from to do this, get cc to get cc, set cc similarly. So these are some important I am putting here, and what I don't want to put this again and again, so id will take care of me and id put that part for me instead of typing it again and again. So now we are done with this part. So this is the email message. So what is going to handle, it is handling the data. Email message is going to handle our data. As this is mail client is going to fetch data, email message is going to handle the data, and it's going to create some methods to handle it later, as our email application is going to use here. So I can prefer the name as mail service, or let me check here what is my name. It's basically email utility. So email utility is going to work here as sending service for my application. So in further videos, what I'm going to create, I'm going to create email utility. So once email utility done, we can perform the email action, or we can say we can send the email action. After that part, I'm going to handle some emails. So handling email is like fetching the emails is quite a tough job in Java, because sometimes there may be media files or anything. So for that purpose, we need to file handling and everything method. But sending message is very easy and it's very helpful while sending. But because for the fetching the data, it's very easy, or you can say easy job. But while sending, there may be handshaking errors or anything. So we will check that, and we will create one email utility class which is going to have some send email function also. So this is just to handle our data, and that's it we are going to perform here. Thank you, hope you understand this.